All right, guys. I got a couple of things on my mind here right quick. I want to jot down for about a second. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right. It's Thursday morning, August 13th. Is it me or this time? This year has went by so fast. I was just remembering about 7 months ago. 7 months ago. Oh, well, 6 months ago when we got this virus. 6 months ago, back in March. Roughly. Let's see, March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, 6 months ago. No. April, May, June, July, August. 5 months ago. I'm sorry, 5 months ago. My bad. Well, anyway, you know what it is. And this year went by so fast. But it makes your head spin. All this mess going on. Speaking of mess, as you guys already know, Kamala Harris has accepted her being picked by Joe Biden as the presidential vice president running mate for office of the United States. Of course, right now, in the media, as of, I think, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday she made her announcement. She spoke about her Indian heritage. She doesn't talk much about her black heritage when it comes to the mainstream media. When she goes on things like The Breakfast Club, oh yeah, she wants to break it down, her black heritage. She's so full of shit. You know, I asked my wife a question, serious question. And I said, babe, name me the 3 things Obama has ever done for his country. She couldn't name them. I said, think about it. Obama didn't do anything specifically for black folks. What make you think that Kamala Harris, who has a track record of locking innocent black folks up, is going to do anything for black folks? She even admitted herself in the interview about 2 years ago, or close to 2 years ago, that she wasn't going to just do anything for black folks. See, here's the rub. Whenever you hear politicians say, I'm not going to do stuff just for black folks, that means I'm not going to focus on trying to concentrate on helping you at all. We've always heard that. You know, Obama has said stuff like that. And guess what? The help never got to us. Because their focus is to try to not make us exclusive to help us for the stuff that we specifically need help for. Is to make sure that it gets out to everyone else but us. And that's a known fact. I'm not speaking out of turn or out of tongue or out of place. Anytime you've ever heard that, we're not just doing it for black folks never get the assistance on it. Never. When they did the immigration thing, that thing wasn't directed towards black folks. When they did the women's thing, that thing wasn't specifically for black women. The gay thing, for the most part, wasn't either. None of them were. You know? Anything that black folks have ever tried to introduce over the last 400 years that for assistance specifically to us never always got to us, for the most part. Look at racism. Racism has affected every culture, including ours, in the minority sector of this country and across the world. Yet, it affects us more so than ever. Okay? They have laws that are called hate crimes, and they're federal laws. Hate crimes. If you try to do anything derogatory towards a Jew, a Jewish person, and I'm not being biased, I'm just telling the truth. Hate crimes are to protect people of the Jewish faith. That's a known fact. The majority of hate crimes that's ever happened against Jewish people, they've always enacted that. They have always enacted people who did crimes against Jewish persons under the federal hate crime law. Never did for black folks. Matter of fact, it was a murder that happened right out here a few years ago of a black man at college campus, minding his own business. A white guy came up to him, stabbed him to death. They threw the hate crime suggestion right out. The judge would not put hate crime laws in the books or against the suspect. Yet, he was a known white supremacist. He frequented white supremacist websites as well. In my understanding, I don't know if this is true or not, so don't quote me. I thought I heard that he had said some racial slurs against that black man before he killed him. But I don't recall it. But I thought I heard that. But just the fact that he committed a crime of terror and hate against this black man for just being black goes to show you that even though these courts and these governments know about this stuff, they don't pursue the charges of crimes against black folks from white people as strongly as they do if it happened from a black person who was a suspect. That's a known fact. I'm not talking out of turn about that. I'm not. They always talking about, oh, we ain't just doing it for just y'all. But apparently, you ain't doing it for us. Truth be told, there were crimes against children where a black mother viciously killed her child. This happened right out here, too, in Montgomery County. I always seem, for some reason, black women in Montgomery County who kill the kids always seem to get away with it. You know, somehow or another, she beat the rap. She virtually almost beat the rap. I think she got a sanity plea or something like that. They always get off of that. I had one who did it twice and got off 2 times for the same type of crime. You know? I'm just convinced that, honestly, this political system is not geared for everybody. But yet they said, well, it ain't just for blacks. No, it ain't for us, period. That's the whole thing. We were slaves, or our ancestors were conditioned to be slaves by this country. And now the system is doing the same thing. What someone on the radio called Jim Crow Esquire. That's exactly what it is. It's the same process all over again. It's just a different setup. Where they tell you, oh, we're not doing it just for y'all. You're right. You ain't doing it just for us because you ain't doing it for us. Usually when they say that, they're not doing anything for you. And just like my vote, I ain't doing nothing to vote for them. I'm not supporting them. I'm not going to vote. This is the first time, and probably since I started voting in 1982, that I will not vote. The first time in almost 40 years of me having access to vote, I will not vote in a major election. I decided I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to waste my time. This is just my opinion. This is just how I feel. I feel that this process, even during the time of the civil rights movement to get voting rights for African Americans, has been a joke. I'm not saying that black folks had wasted the time trying to get it, and I understood why they tried to get it, because they felt we had the right to have an opinion to make change in this country. But apparently, whatever when we finally were able to have a say so, they didn't take it seriously no way. They didn't. No matter what we try to do. We try to fit in, we try to get in, we try to stay in, we try to be in, and they continue to shut us out every chance they get. That's a fact. They do. I got to be honest, people. I can't lie about this. I can't. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hold back and say, oh, no, this doesn't happen. It does happen. It happens every fucking day. I can no longer sit there and ride a lie anymore. I will not do that. No, never. I can't live a lie. I cannot live a lie like this. I cannot live a lie about, oh, we all about all people, all one nation and all this shit. Now, John Lewis, and I said, and I will admit, I did admire for what he endured. You know? But this one world love thing has never worked. Because people in this country and people in this world don't want that. They don't love it. They don't believe it. I would love to see that in the real world. We can't even do it in our own communities. People in our own communities hate each other. You know, they hate if you got a good job, good home, good car, good kids, good wife, everything, good husband, everything. They hate all of that. Our own people. Our own people. If you did something that they ain't never attempted to do, they will deliberately hate on you. Even in some cases with a mama who raised the same kids in the same household and one of them do better than the other, guess who she gonna talk about the most? The one that's doing better. She gonna put them down. Well, you need to be safe with your brother. And some of it got fortunate. No, some of us worked their ass off. The ones who weren't so fortunate, in some cases, did not attempt. That's a fact. Some of them didn't. Period. I'm just tired of the stupid ass narrative that we always ride every time we get somebody in office. This whole thing with Kamala Harris and Joe Biden was a setup. I'm sorry. Yes, I said it. Who the hell want this old ass man with these old ass ideas to ride on old ass stuff that happened 50 years ago in 2020? Those ideas ain't working in 2020, man. This is the reason why all these old white men stay in office for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Because they don't want anything to change. This is a known fact. They don't want shit to change. They want everything to be business as usual. Or their business as usual, and not yours. They don't want growth. They don't want you to grow. They want you to stay in place. Joe Biden said, you ain't black if you don't vote Democrat. He actually said that. I heard him say that with my own ears. Yeah. He's not only patronizing, but he's going to try to tell you about your own blackness. Somebody heard me this morning about, oh, well, damn, he can't tell me about it. Well, he just tried to tell you. If you about that, then I don't need to deal with you. I don't need to deal with you, man. I ain't feeling you, Joe Biden. I ain't feeling you, Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris talked about she riding on her mother's heritage, not her father's. Yeah, you're black, but you're also Indian. Okay? But you claim your Indian heritage over your black heritage. Interesting. I don't think she's going to represent us. She didn't represent us when she was in working for LA government in California. She ain't going to represent it now. I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I don't trust Joe Biden. And you know how I feel about Trump. You know. I don't trust none of these guys. They all about the business of the money. They all are. That's why they're politicians. That's what politicians do. You know? And if I knew for a minute that voting would change things for the better, I would continue to vote. I can't do it no more. I can't vote just because you're Democrat or you're Republican. I got to vote based on my feeling about what I feel you can bring to the table. Bottom line. It's funny that white people can vote and knowing they're going to get what they want out of it. We vote, nobody listens. Oh, you got your right, now what? You got your right to vote. That's what you asked for. Still on deaf ears. I'm hurt. I'm hurt beyond words, man. I really am. Everybody know 45's going to win it. It's going to be more of the same bullshit. If you vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, it's going to be the same bullshit. I don't see it changing. I don't. They got the same ideas, the same type of ideas, the same bias shit that they've always had for 400 years. Obama didn't do shit. Clinton didn't do shit. Bush didn't do shit. Reagan definitely didn't do shit. Matter of fact, Reagan started half the shit that's going on now. These guys don't do nothing. They're not about us. They'll never be about us. Bottom line is, for me, I'm going to withhold my vote until I get a candidate who's going to be about the business of me, who has my shared experience from growing up or something similar, with a similar background. Not somebody who came from a silver spoon like Obama or Bush or Trump or Harris or Biden. Or any of those guys. Because the majority of those guys, they come from money. Or Kennedy. They come from money. They already have money. All they do is making more money by putting money out there so you can make more. It's like a pyramid scheme. That's why I prefer politics too. Remember, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris actually had a debate about racism. And she had called him out. Flat out. Now all of a sudden they're the best of friends. All of a sudden he picks her as a running mate. And now you got black women all over the country, all around the world. Oh, we got women in the office running for VP. Ooh, what's she going to do? Really? The symbolism is truly real. And y'all nothing but people riding on it just to see the fact that she's in office. Oh, look at her. She's the first black VP candidate ever. Okay, what next? I'm out.